Okay, there we go. There we go. So, I've done the horoscope readings as promised. But there was a young lady who opted to get a card reading. And even though it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning and I am exhausted, I'm going to do this for Natalie Calabrese D'Agostino. We're going to see what we're going to tell Natalie. What cards we're going to get for Natalie, okay? And I want to thank the people in our group for reaching out. It always is an honor to do your special readings for group members. And that is the beauty of being a group member. I only do the free readings for group members. I don't know if you noticed that. But if you haven't noticed that, what that means is that you have to join me in our group. And you can find us at facebook.com/groups/astrology a look inside. That's facebook.com/groups/astrology a look inside. And join us there. And when I go, who wants a reading? Just say me. And you have a choice of just saying me or adding your birth data so I can do an actual horoscope chart reading. Okay. All right. So we have shuffled a lot for Natalie Calabrese D'Agostino. And a card came out immediately. Makes me wonder if she's a Sagittarius, a Leo, or a Aries. We'll see how this shapes up. I'll tell you in a moment what I got, so you'll know why I thought that, perhaps. There's something that wants to come out here. Ooh. Okay, I wonder if you came to me about some kind of love situation. I wonder if that's what this is about. Okay, let's see. This is for money. I'm going to find out. I'm going to get to the bottom of this because I'm nosy and it's almost 3 in the morning and I might as well do it, right? So I'm sensing, Natalie, that you've got something going on. Let me see what's here. Yeah, I just sense there's something going on with Natalie. Ooh, that's too many cards. Or is it? No, that's too many. I'll start again. Let's see. I think I could have taken those cards, but I don't know. I didn't feel right in grabbing them. I didn't think they were the right ones. See, these cards are flopping out. Like, these are the right cards. That's why I like it when they show themselves and make themselves apparent. So I know exactly what cards to share. Okay, we just need at least one more. That might have been the card, but I don't think it just wasn't. There it is. Okay. Okay, I got an extra card as well. Okay. So, oh wait, was that an extra card? No. Okay, I thought that was turned over. No, but it wasn't. Okay. All right, so this is what we got. First card for Natalie is a 9 of Wands. And that's why I asked right away if you were a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. And that's because this is fire. The 9 of Wands is like the fire bearer. It's the passion that lights the way. It's like you set the stage, you set the fire, right? And you light the passion. It is burning fire and desire to get something done. And the one thing I know about everything now is that if you don't have the passion, you don't have the fire and desire to get things done, they won't get done. So, good for you. Bring that fire, bring that energy, bring that passion, that drive, and a strategy, a way of getting things done. Once you do that, I think you're going to get what you want. And I think you might want money, because this was crossed by the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles is what they call the give to get card, because the more you give, the more you get. It may be that there are people who are asking for things from you or expect you to give them things, but it may be that when you give, you are going to get something back in return. So just know that your giving is not in vain, right? It's not wasted energy, if you will. Because next is the Three of Swords. And I just feel like you might feel like you just gave and gave and gave and you got nothing back, you know? And that could be what this is about. Like, it can be hard to light the passion and the fire and get the drive back after you've been Three of Swords. So you could be going through that. But just know the secret is to give, to get. The more you give out, the more you're going to give back. So just check what you're giving out. Like, are you giving out good, positive, uplifting vibes or not? If you're not, then just watch that. Maybe you're not ready to reach out yet. You got the Nine of Swords here too. So I feel like with the Nine of Swords, this is telling me you could be in your head really having bad thoughts, nightmares, bad dreams, just a bad mindset. And I think I understand that. Like, sometimes if you've been hurt, right? Someone really did take from you. Like, they broke your heart, they Three of Swords you in some way. It can be really hard to not have a bad mindset about trying again, because there's always the fear that it could happen again. So I understand the nightmares and the bad thoughts when it comes to that, if it is indeed associated with a past or prior negative experience. But you have the Three of Wands next, and that's saying, look, you have to have courage. You have to have courage. You have to be strong enough. Like it started in the beginning. You have to have that passion. You have to have that courage. You have to have that fire. Maybe you don't feel passion and fire in something. Or maybe the passion and fire in what you had feels like it's gone. But it's about you having courage now, being courageous, and looking toward your future with expectation and anticipation, and not being afraid, because you just know that something good is on the horizon, not something negative. And look, the next card was the Magician. This tells me you already have all the tools you need to be successful. The only thing that's probably holding you back is fear, or what's going on in your head, your mindset. And your mindset is probably all based on that Three of Swords that might have happened ages ago. But you have all the tools you need. And in the current position is the Page of Pentacles. I love that. That tells me if this is about money, you'll have lots of opportunities to win and get the money. You just have to learn the new skill. You have to be creative with the new opportunity or the way to make the money. This is about being creative and finding a way to get your money, to get your pentacles. I see the Emperor right after that, and this tells me perhaps taking on that leadership role, being more of a leader, standing up for yourself, making a stand as a leader, being a boss, being an executive, giving the decisions, not being weak, not being afraid, but being courageous, as I said earlier. And next is the Seven of Pentacles. I sense that someone is growing. Like, Natalie, you're growing your money. So this might be that about some fear that you have in connection to being a leader and growing this money. But I sense that it's time. It's time. You have the Page of Wands that tells me you're creative. So if this is about being creative, find a creative way to build this money, to get this together. You can do this, because it ends on the Nine of Cups. This is you being successful in all that you do. I sense you're going to be successful with the Nine of Cups as the final card. And on the bottom of the deck, oh, the Five of Cups. So look, it's all about the mind. It's all about your emotions and your mind, what you're telling yourself, because I think you've got the potential to actually get what you want. But you've got some things you got to overcome with your mind. Like, your mind is telling you some things. Let's see, you had 2 pages. It might be something to do with young people too. It could have something to do with children. Like, I don't know what this is, but this could have something to do with children. Or maybe you have to train younger people, perhaps at your job or something. Could have something to do like that. But there's something else I wanted to find out, and what we're going to talk about now. I like to take the cards apart, and when I started doing it, I realized it was just a bunch of 9s and 3s. Lots of 9s and 3s over here. So I'm going to tell you what these 9s and 3s are, because they all have a meaning. And I like to share those extra meanings because I think it adds value to the readings that I do. So 2 3s is that you need to seek support from a group of people. Like, if you're trying to do whatever it is you're trying to do alone, well, that could be really hard. If you're in a relationship, seek help from a counselor, a priest, a therapist. If not, seek friends or books or videos for support, but don't try to do this alone. In business, you'll benefit from a course or some kind of group coaching program. Again, don't try to do this alone. Get into a group coaching program or something like that. Okay? It's only going to be to your benefit to do that. So let's see what we've got here. Okay. So you had 3 9s. 3 9s. And this is what 3 9s means. That your surroundings will affect your mood and your mindset. So if you're living in a pigsty, or you live in a bad part of town and there's all type of horrible things happening, you're going to really have to still your mindset to believe that you're worthy of living in a penthouse. And that's where it could really come into effect here, where it's that your surroundings could be affecting you manifesting what you want, because it's affecting your mood and your mindset. And your environment can make or break your relationships as well. Like, I remember once, because I had all brothers, and I remembered my brothers talking about this one girl they both dated, and it's horrible, we don't want to talk about that, but they used to talk about how she kept a dirty home. And men, that's something, people talk about things, about environment. So it can really affect relationships. I say this for women, but it's the same for men. No one wants to be living in a pigsty, or be with someone who would enjoy being in a pigsty. So make sure you shape up your environment and your surroundings. You only had 2 major arcana though. That was the Magician and the Emperor. The Magician tells me right away, you have all the tools you need already to win. You already have these tools. And with the Emperor, you're the boss, the leader, the executive. You just have to take the reins. You have to take the leadership role. You have to be courageous, not be afraid, like it said. And once you take control, once you take the reins, once you become the boss, the executive, the leader, I think you have all the potential to create your 9 of Cups and to win and to be in a great place emotionally, financially, spiritually, psychologically, and not in that deep, dark place of, just reliving the pain that you already may have experienced in the past. So I hope that this resonated with you. Just remember to give to get. The more you give out, the more you get back. The more generous you are, the more generosity is bestowed upon you. Okay? Much love to you. It's been my pleasure doing this for you, Natalie. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to like our Facebook page at facebook.com/astrology a look inside. Come over to YouTube and like our YouTube channel at youtube.com/astrology a look inside. And yeah, definitely reach out to get a reading with me. Get a professional reading. And I can do either the cards or the astrology. And we can go deeper into this and look at all the details, okay? Much love, much light, many blessings to you.